Awesome. Hello and welcome to everybody. Welcome to Tech Tuesday. We are super excited to have you today. Guys, if you're joining online or with us live right now, we want to welcome you. Thank you for being here. We're super excited because this Tech Tuesday is a Tech Tuesday that I have been looking forward to for, probably at least a couple of months now. Today, we're talking about how to gamify your STAAR prep. So with that being said, we're just going to jump right into it. First off, we've got a couple of quick commercials for you all. Just so you get to know us, if you aren't acquainted with us and haven't met us yet, my name is Josh Voiles. I'm one of the few instructional technology coordinators for MISD. Today, I'm joined by Miss Sherry Harris, who's going to be presenting later on. She's the other instructional technology coordinator. And we are also joined by the director of technology integration, Miss Isabel Espinoza. She's right there waving. Awesome. Okay, and we want to make you aware of that we do have a webpage on the Midland Independent School District website. If you just use /iTech after midlandisd.net, it looks like information technology, but that I stands for instructional technology. So if you just put the /iTech, that'll take you to our webpage. We're going to be updating that with a lot in the coming weeks, and we try to keep that updated from time to time with a lot of resources for you guys. So definitely give that a favorite. You might be looking for resources on GoGuardian, Nearpod, Clever Touch. All of our Tech Tuesday stuff is on there. So definitely go on there and check it out. Another thing that you may not be aware of is our newsletter. We send out a newsletter, try to do that once, maybe twice a month. You can sign up and subscribe to our technology newsletter if you just visit midlandisd.net/tech newsletter. So you can go on there, and actually there's an archive of all of the past issues. In case you've missed those, you can catch up on all of those. So definitely give that page a favorite as well. Next up, we have a new announcement for you guys. We want everyone to know that you can get credit for joining in on Tech Tuesday. So we have SBEC and CPE credit available in Eduphoria for today's session. So all you have to do is, I'm going to actually post that in like 2 seconds here. I just got to grab those links. I will post those in the chat. Just make sure you click on the right time for whichever session that you're joining, and you can get credit in Eduphoria. We want to make you aware of that. Last but not least, we are on X, or otherwise known as Twitter. For some reason, I still call it Twitter, but we are on there. You can find us at Midland ISD Tech. Once again, that's at Midland ISD Tech. We're going to be posting a lot of the same cool resources. So we just want to make you guys aware of that. Give us a follow. We promise we'll follow you back. So I'm going to go ahead and post those links in the chat. And with that being said, I'm going to give it away to Miss Sherry.
Thank you, Josh. So I'm going to go over 3 different platforms that you can use to gamify your STAAR prep. So one we already have, it's Nearpod. Our district has purchased this, so you can use this at any time. It is free to you. You can do it. You can do games on here and all of that. But I'm going to go over one specific area, and that's Time to Climb, in which is just a cute little game. I am going to have you join. So I'm going to go into Nearpod. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and share my entire screen, because I'm actually going to split my screen so that you can see both the teacher view and the student view. So I'm going to use this lovely extension called Dolus that allows me to do 50-50. Let me get that one out of there. So I'm going to have Nearpod right here. I should actually leave that over here, and I'm going to do another tab real quick. Okay, so this is Nearpod. This is what we have. This is a platform that we use. As of right now, this is completely free. If you are looking to do like Texas test prep, you can just go to in your search bar at nearpod.com, go to Texas test prep. And this kind of gives you everything that they have out there for our standards. These are lessons. You can specify the subject, the grades, and there are a few activities. So we are actually going to do an activity today. So I'm going to go to teach and I'm going to do live presentation. And if I could have everyone go to join at nearpod dot join.nearpod.com and type in this code. I'm going to do it as well.
Just as a reminder for everyone, that that link to Nearpod join is in the chat. So if you just follow that, you'll be able to get to that real quick.
Okay. I'm going to exit out of the screen because I need to do some stuff as a teacher. I need to randomize my questions. I can also choose to pause game between questions for discussion. I'm going to choose not to. And then I'm not going to play the sound on all student devices. And we are going to go, we're going to go to the jungle. So here you just choose your theme. So I'm going to hit continue. And I am going to join as a student. So if I could have, okay. Don't know what just happened. It kicked me out for some reason. Okay. Okay. A few of us are in there, and I have the teacher view on, and then I have the student view. That's kind of what you're seeing on your screen right now. If everyone could just join so that we could actually make sure that you can still hear me. And Christy, we are on Nearpod right now talking about time to climb. If you want to join us at join.nearpod.com, I'll throw up the code again. And I just kind of wanted to demonstrate what it looks like whenever you're playing this game. At all times, this will be up there. I'm going to go ahead and start the game because there's about 10 questions. So I want us to be able to get through this game and a few others. So I'm going to start it. And so over here on the left-hand side of the screen, you can see the teacher view and you can see how your class is doing. And then your kids can actually see how they're doing here because they're running up a hill.
Oh, Isabel's going to beat me.
And all three of my students got that correct. Just looked like we had someone else join us. did I get this one wrong? I clicked too fast and got it wrong.
And I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I should know that one.
On the trivia, it was like one person or one show to encounter something like that. I don't know what it was. Not Star Wars person. Mhm. So the correct answer is, what is rhinoceros's horns made of? And it's actually hair. It's kind of crazy. So here we can see how our overall leaders are, and then it gives us this little like platform of how our students did. And then you just end session. So I thought that was really neat. It's I feel like maybe Time to Climb is a little bit more geared to our younger students, not so much our secondary students, but it's still really, really fun. Um, I'm going to go over a little bit more. I'm going to go into our Nearpod library and just kind of show you how to like actually search. I was a math teacher. I taught 7th grade math for 4 years, 6th grade math for 1. So I'm going to do unit rates. I am going to do math as my subject. My grades, I want 6th grade. And here I can choose activities. And there's a couple of different activities. I really didn't play with the drag and drop or any of these, but there is a Time to Climb gamified quiz. I actually already have this one, and I actually made a copy of it. And the reason why I made a copy of it is I wanted to show y'all that even if you used one of the pre-made versions of the Time to Climb, if you did not like a question, say I don't like this question at a grocery store, it costs $9 for 6 cans of soup. What's the unit price? If I didn't like that question, I could change that question or completely delete it to begin with. Um, are there any questions about Nearpod Time to Climb?
I love that. So it's just completely customizable, really.
Yes. Okay, so the next one I am going to talk about is GimKit. So I've talked about Nearpod. We've not we, but our district has bought it. It's paid for. Time to Climb is completely free. So GimKit, I am just playing with the free version today, but with that free version, you can still create, you can search question banks, you can upload questions. The only downfall to GimKit with the free version is that there's only 3 games that the students can play, and then they do change from time to time. So right now we have like Save the Flag or Capture the Flag, Snowball, and Classic. Um, it's not to say next week we might have something completely different. So, um, but there is a paid version. I did not pay for the version, but it's only $4.99 a month, and you get access to all of the games and more activities. So I'm going to go into GimKit. So I look at kits as assignments. I'm going to briefly like kind of just show you how to create a new kit. So I'm going to click new kit. I'm going to put test, technology, next. And then I can choose background. So I can add a question, and that's just me typing on it. You would just ask the question, and then you can even add a photo, and then put in your answers. Honestly, what I would probably do in this situation is I would just use all the multiple choice STAAR questions that I could find that TEA has released, and I would probably just take a picture of that question and add the photo and then put in the answers. That's personally what I would do as a math teacher. There is Create with flashcards. So you can import flashcards, or you can just create flashcards. This is just, you're putting the question on one side and the answer on the other, and it's just building up those fluency and all of that for your students. There's Collaborate with Kit Collab. This is you create a test or a whatever, or a kit, sorry, and you share it with somebody else, and you can both be working on it. And then you can add from a question bank. I thought this was really, really neat. So I am going to look for unit rates. I don't know why I'm in a unit rate mood. Here you can see that this creator did all of these. So say I didn't like that ratio, I can filter. I'm going to do math. And here I have a completely different one, and I can just choose the ones that I want. What would you do to find a unit rate? I would divide. So I really like that question. As a 7th grade math teacher, that is a question that we struggled with. Say if I like this question, I just click the add button over here. And then I can go over here, and even if I wanted to edit it, whatever I wanted to do, I could do that here. And that's just kind of how you create the GIM kit. Okay, I'm just gonna, hold on. I'll delete that later. Okay, so I actually have one for us to play. I know Josh has put the link in the chat. So here we have Capture the Flag, Snowball, and Classic. I'm going to do Capture the Flag. I'm going to hit Continue. I want this to last no longer than 3 minutes. Energy per question, I'm going to put 500 and make you answer more questions. And I'm going to allow people to join late. And I'm going to hit Continue. Okay, and if you'll go to gimkit.com/join and type in that code. I'm also going to do that with another tab.
So that's pretty cool. It's basically you can take any kit that you create and plug it into the same game every time if you wanted to.
Yes.
Or even different games.
And here you can see on the teacher side, you can see I'm looking at my students moving right now. And I just joined as well because I want to play too. And looks like we do have 3 players. Now we have 4. I'm not gonna. So I'm this little person. I'm Cher today. That's what my aunt calls me. And I'm gonna start the game. So, okay. So it says, "Welcome to Echo. Answer the questions." Can't hear me? There we go. So it says, "Welcome to Echo. Answer questions to gain energy, and you'll need to move around to find the vortex."
You have to click on the lower left hand. Remember that? Because I couldn't find it last time.
So down here at the bottom, and I can't show you because there we go. this is my student screen. It says answer questions. So here, I'm just going to answer a few questions and get some energy.
These questions are making me laugh.
So this, I can't afford a lot of these, and it kind of, this one kind of gives you a path. I'm knocking into Josh, but I need more energy. I'm out of energy. I can't move. So I'm going to have to answer some more questions in order to get, so I can move around. And here, you just kind of find stuff, you buy it. I brought us down to 500, so my students are going to have to answer a lot of questions, and then you get to play the game, depending on how much energy you have. So this is kind of just the game itself. I'm going to end it. And because I just wanted to show you what it looked like. So that is GimKit. It kind of it does give you like a whole it gives you questions answered correctly by the entire class. There was 19 answered. There was no total flags captured. So to me, that would probably mean that, hey, I probably need to make the game a little bit longer. Barriers built, none. So, and the thing with this, the more rewards your students get, they get to upgrade their little guy. We actually saw it in a secondary class, and secondary loves GimKit. It's so much fun for them. And so are there any questions about GimKit? Because I just looked at time, and I realized I might have been having too much fun playing the game with y'all. So the next one I'm going to talk about is quizzes. I'm going to actually talk about the premium version. There is the free version. You get access to a lot of the questions, but you don't get access to the STAAR 2.0 questions, which if your students are brand new and don't know how to do the STAAR 2.0, or if they're just getting multiple choice questions, I found paying for the premium version is worth the money. It's $15 a month for the individual plan because it's not part, we haven't bought it in MISD. So I am going to go over here. And this is my quizzes. Maybe, if it works. And just give me a second because I want to make sure that I'm on the correct profile. Yep, I am on mine. So I'm going to go to my library. I don't have anything out here, but I'm going to create a quiz just so that you can kind of see what it looks like. So because I paid for the premium version, there is a multiple choice, there's comprehension, there's fill in the blank, and there's interactive video. The interactive video, we actually saw it, we saw it tested, and basically you just embed questions and activities within that video. It was really, really cool. There's draw, video response, poll, open-ended audio response, word cloud. To me, word cloud is just like a collaborative board. Then there are match, drag and drop, hotspot, categorize, reorder, drop down, and labeling. And then for mathematics, you actually have the math response and you have the graphing. So all of these are very helpful, especially, again, I was a math teacher. I would have loved to have this whenever I was in a classroom. And so I did not create a quiz for us to do, but I have a collections that I just collected throughout the day. And I have this elementary STAAR 2.0 question types. So I'm just gonna do instruction. I don't know. Nope. I don't think I want to do that one. I kind of just want y'all to see what it looks like. I'm gonna do Mastery Peak. So the Mastery Peak is like a game in it. We were hiking earlier, but I'm about to run out of time, and the internet is being so slow. So here you go to joinmyquiz.com and you enter the code. Again, I'm just going to start it. Somebody has to join. I'll join.
I'll join too if you want.
Okay. So this, I'm just going to turn down the volume completely. No, I don't think I turned it down. So here, which one of these are not the Pokemon? We know that it's here. So here we're moving up the mountain. And then we have a drop-down menu that allows us to select the character who's the hero that has expensive toys. And we're just moving up the mountain. And then there's like little games embedded in. So here I got something. So I have two obstacles. Uh-oh. Click on. Here I'm playing a match game. And then I go into another question. And it goes on like this. And at the end, if your students are completely done and they're waiting for everybody else, there's little mini games embedded for your students to play as well. I'm trying to go through these as fast as you can. Again, this is just a sample one where it has the STAAR 2.0 type questions, and we're just playing this game. Oh, now I have to click anywhere. So now I am trying to keep the bats in the cave. While we finish playing this game, are there any questions about quizzes, GimKit, or Nearpod? Trying to get to the very end. Okay, I think that might have been my last question. So I'm completely done with the game. Have completely mastered. I've got little coins, and then from here I can play mini games, or I can even review my questions if I wanted to. I'm going to end the game for everyone, and I am going to go back to our slideshow. Are there any questions, concerns? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy getting to play games? And that is all for this Tech Tuesday. This one has been so much fun for me. Christy, there is an Edgephoria link. If you could just register so that I can go award you credit, we're good to go. All right, y'all have a great day. Thank y'all so much. Stick around if you have any questions.